Hey everyone, it's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, and interviews. Today's Friday, July 28th. Hope you're well. And in this video, we're going to be discussing Cannara Biotech's ticker symbol LOVE, recent record Q3 earnings for 2023. I've got a jam-packed video for you today. Before we get to it though, make sure to smash like, helps support me in the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, you can subscribe. Tick the bell and you'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. I'm going to try to go through this video as quickly as possible today. I wanted to get it out yesterday, but I had some pretty bad news with regards to my grandmother. She wasn't doing well, and I got an update on that as well. But I'm going to try to get through this video. If I'm lacking any kind of motivation or excitement in this video, it is because my grandmother has passed away. So thoughts go out to Grams. I love you, Gram. But we're going to go over the Q3 earnings review and a bullish pattern that is flashing, a massive bullish pattern that's flashing on the chart. So again, make sure to smash the like, help support me in the channel, and then share the video with anybody that might find value. If we take a look here, just before actually we get into that, here's me and my Grams. She passed away early this morning, and ticker symbol LOVE. What better way to show some love than to celebrate her life? And she's an amazing woman. But yeah, gonna try to get through this video. It's definitely been a rough day, but I love you very much, Graham. So yes, so anybody who's tuned into the channel, obviously I'm trying to do more interviews on the channel. So your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, and interviews. Going to try to do more product reviews as well. But already did a couple interviews with Nicholas Sosiak, the CFO. Did one here. This was 1 year ago. Holy crap, time flies. But I did one as well not too long ago. It was a live stream as well. But I'm going to be trying to get Nicholas on. And Nicholas, if you're watching, hopefully we can get you on the channel at some point over the next, we'll say, month or two, and get an update on everything that's going on, because there's a lot of exciting things. This is definitely one of the most exciting companies I've seen in the MJ space in a long time. And full disclosure, I do own it, and this isn't financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'll never tell you what to do or buy, sell, or hold or anything like that. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm massively bullish on this stock long term. It's in my top 3 holdings, in my top 3 MJ holdings, and I'm actually repping some swag here at the moment. I got the Orchid CBD. I've got the Nugs sweater as well. So if you want to get this kind of swag, you can go to cannaraswag.shop and you can get some of these varsity jackets. I have the tribal one as well. That one's my favorite, the purple one. And then they have backpacks, stickers, paraphernalia. I use this Nugs stash jar as well. It's awesome. So definitely going to probably order another order at some point here soon in the foreseeable future. Also, just as a public service announcement, there is now 28-gram format for the Cuban links, and seeing lots of people review this, and I've tried it before. I've done some reviews on Cuban links, and it's amazing. Reminds me of some of the stuff I used to grow myself, actually, back in the day. But Cannara Biotech Inc. reports record Q3 2023 financial results with net revenues of $15.9 million and net income of $2.9 million. I'm not going to go through all of this. Most people have probably read it by now, so you can breathe a sigh of relief, but I do want to go over some key talking points here. 3 and 9 month net revenue was $15.9 million, as I mentioned, and $39.3 million, respectively, a 57% and 63% increase compared to the same periods of prior year. Delivered its 9th consecutive quarter of positive adjusted EBITDA of $3.9 million, 129% increase compared to Q3 2022. Generated Q3 2023 net income of $2.9 million and free cash flow of $3.2 million. Reached an annual production capacity of 30,500 kgs of premium grade MJ per year, increasing production capacity by 50% since August 31st, 2022. And we know that they took over the Valley Field, which used to be a TGOD facility. And then all financial results are reported in Canadian dollars unless otherwise stated. So Cannara Biotech, a vertically integrated producer of premium-grade MJ and derivative product offerings at affordable prices with 2 mega facilities based in Quebec spanning over 1,650,000 feet, today announced its fiscal third quarter 2023 financial and operating results for the 3 and 9 month periods ending May 31st, 2023. This past quarter was a tremendous success as Cannara grew its market share by over 30% in Quebec, 7% to 9.3%, and in Ontario, 2% to 2.7%, along with growing sales in BC, British Columbia, and the commencement of sales in a new market, Alberta, which is where I'm from, the second largest MJ market in Canada. And then Nicholas Sosiak, the Chief Financial Officer of Cannara, commented our 9th consecutive quarter of positive adjusted EBITDA, in addition to positive net income, was a culmination of innovation and hard work, improved capacity utilization, improved efficiencies, and increased demand for Cannara's products across all markets. The initial response in the Alberta market has been spectacular, as we are excited to see increase our footprint in this vibrant, growing market with the imminent listing of 16 additional SKUs, which I'm super excited about. Can't wait to start buying this stuff regularly at my local shops. But 16 additional SKUs for Alberta consumers next month. The company's stated goal of expanding cultivation capacity by 50% by year end was achieved in 3 months ahead of schedule, and we continue to execute on our strategy of increasing our production capacity in line with growing demand. So again, free cash flow for Q3 2023 increased to $3.2 million from $1.5 million in Q3 2022, 113% increase, and $7.1 million for the 9th month period of 2023 compared to $2.9 million in the same period last year, 145% increase. Free cash flow increased by 68% quarter over quarter from $1.9 million in Q2 2023 to $3.2 million in Q3 2023. And there's so much bullish stuff to go through here in this press release. I can't go through everything, but I highly encourage you to read it and absorb all of it if you haven't already. Most people I know probably have. The company has $27.1 million in working capital as of May 31st, 2023, which includes $4 million of cash on hand and $10 million in accounts receivable. Cannara began selling into Alberta market as of May 2023. The initial order of 3 SKUs sold out in a week, and Cannara now has 19 accepted SKUs that will be available for purchase and be sold in over 45% of all Alberta MJ stores. So very excited about that. So they had a net loss of negative 0.03 cents per share. So not too far off from being even there. And like I said, net revenue came in at $15.9 million, and that was a record Q3. So congratulations to Cannara Biotech and the leaders over there. Really liking what I'm seeing. We didn't have any estimates because it's not that big of a company. I'm surprised actually we don't have more analysts covering it, but I would think that there's going to be some forecasts and estimates that will be coming in the foreseeable future because it has eclipsed over 90 million in market cap. I did a video on Oxley yesterday. Their market cap is like 15 million. So this is a massively bullish stock in my opinion. Like this company is going to be one of the top players in my opinion, especially here in Canada. And they're in my previous interviews, they talked about their plan to expand. They have a game plan for the U.S. market as well. So Cannara also did a reverse split. So that was a 10-to-1 basis. So I think they have about 90 million outstanding shares as well. And something that we need to remember is they're on the TSXV. So they could even uplist to the Toronto Stock Exchange, which would be another bullish catalyst as well. And then I didn't want to go over the whole investor deck, but I think it was updated in Q2. But I don't want to go over the whole investor deck because there's pictures of MJ and stuff like that, and it flags my video, and I want to get this video to as many people as possible. So corporate overview, they're a vertically integrated Canadian LP of premium grade MJ and MJ derivative products. And this isn't as up to date as I'd like to go through, but if you want to pause and look at this, but look at their corporate milestones. They've just been, and this is one of the best investor decks I've seen in a long time. And yeah, this company just continues to impress me, and I'm a super happy shareholder of this company. I'm going to be holding this stock for many years to come, and I've got a long-term bag that I won't be selling until at least $10. Focus. I'm talking about after post split here. So $10. Stock's trading a little above $1. I was up yesterday, I think like 15% or more on the news of the good financials. But you can see here AGLC Alberta retail launch in March of 2023, and then 9th Valley Field Zone activated, and then BMO credit facility in April. So again, if you want to pause that and look at that corporate, or just check out the Cannara Biotech website, and then you can go check out the investor deck there. But as you can see, Cannara in the top 3, Village Farms with the most square footage, Afria Tilray in second, and then they just acquired Hexo, so now in second place, and then Cannara basically in third place. So what a success story and company in the making. It's just it's hard to fathom how quick this company has grown and the amount of potential that it has here in the future, and not just Cannara, but MJ as a whole, right? And then 2023 looking ahead. So respond to market demand by increasing production capacities, new product offering, new genetics release, and increased market share, and continued positive EBITDA. If you want to see the details, again, check out the investor deck, or you can pause the video. And you can see production, their supply just continues to increase. And as we look forward to Q3 2020 and Q4 2023, we're approaching that 8,000 kgs. So very, very exciting times. Increased market share. So you can see here they're entering Alberta, BC, Saskatchewan, Ontario, like not even all over Canada yet. And then imagine once we start to get into other markets as well. And then continued positive adjusted EBITDA. I don't want to show that. Again, the video gets flagged, but as you can see, Q2 of 2023 financial outlook. So this is back from a quarter prior, but you can see cash was only at 4.1 million, current assets 40.8 million, current debt 15.2 million, so looking real good. Again, this is a little out of date, but I just wanted to bring this up here just to kind of show you just how impressive this company really is. But pretty much going to end it there. I do want to jump into the chart here in a moment and go over that massively bullish indicator that is flashing. But strong leadership team as well, very, very passionate about the industry and their company. I'd like to even get Zohar on here for a interview as well at some point. But maybe, Nicholas, we can get Zohar and yourself on. That would be great. But quick update with regards to the sector. No timeline on Biden administration MJ rescheduling, says DEA chief. And then we also had an update. Schumer says work continues on MJ banking bill as key senators dispute reason for delay. And then Schumer touts good progress on MJ banking bill, saying it has always been a priority for me. So taking a look at, again, no estimates here, but taking a look at the chart, we're bouncing on the day today, but again, back within yesterday's range. If we take a look at the weekly time frame, we could see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross with a shorter term exponential moving average below the longer term, which means we could see more upside from here. So resistance is $1.05. After that, it's $1.15. But if we zoom out to the monthly time frame here, you can see here we're bumping our head on EMA 12, but we're looking for a monthly uptrend to confirm. We have the low, high, so we're looking for a higher low and a higher high to get back into a monthly uptrend, and could be a massive inverse head and shoulders here forming as well. Not the most clear, but it's not the most liquid name either. But again, we had that reverse split, that 1 for 10. And I'll bring up the massively bullish indicator that I have here in just a second. But if we just take a look at the daily time frame, off the low of 2 days ago to the high, we were up about 17%. And then, like I said, after 105, we have a lack of resistance to about 115. I won't be selling this anytime soon. That's for damn sure. But let me know in the comments if this is a stock you hold, or you're looking to add, or are you holding long term? Do you have a long term bag, a short term bag? I always love hearing from you and other people's game plans. But like I said, I won't be taking a single share profit until we hit $10 plus. But if we look at the weekly chart here, the weekly indicators are looking really, really bullish. We're well above the 10-week moving average there at 92 cents. The stochastic cross bullish, and the MACD's screaming bullish as well. So we're looking really good there on those macro indicators. And then just before we get to the massively bullish indicator I alluded to earlier, take a look at the moving averages here on the weekly time frame. We're getting above that 50 weekly. We have the 118 and then the 200 weekly there at 118. If we get over 118, this thing can fly and see massive upside, in my opinion. And we could even see a bull cross of these weekly moving averages with the shorter term below the longer term when they cross. That's very bullish. Look what happened whenever the shorter term was above the longer term and they crossed. That was bearish. So now we're potentially seeing that over the next few months. And then something over the next couple of months as well. It might not even be months, could be weeks. Take a look at this massive bullish indicator that's flashing. A golden cross when the daily chart is showing the 50-day and the 200-day moving average cross, and the shorter term, the 50 days below the 200, that's a golden cross. Look what happened the last time that happened here back at the beginning of 2021. Price at the floor there went from about 74 cents post-split all the way up to about $1.86. And then we had the death cross with the 50-day above the 200-day when the shorter-term moving averages cross. And in this instance, the 50-day and the 200-day, that's a death cross. When that cross occurred, prices at around $1.36 and went all the way down into the low 60s, right? We almost had a golden cross here back in November of 2022 and the end of 2022, and then we failed, and then the rest of the sector continued to bleed out. Now we're looking at some massive catalysts into the end of the year. I don't think safe banking is really going to pass. I don't think that's our most likely scenario. I think rescheduling is going to be our most likely scenario that plays out in catalyst, and I think that it could potentially come in as a reschedule. They could reschedule it to Schedule 3. I think that's the most probable outcome, and that would be massively bullish for the sector, right? And we know that we need some sort of catalyst like that: legalization of medical, HHS, the review, rescheduling, descheduling, potential safe banking, all of that. But the biggest catalyst would be federal legalization at the federal level, right, in the U.S. But that's probably not going to happen for a couple of years, at least. And then I think the biggest catalyst is rescheduling or even descheduling. I think that they'll probably just reschedule it to Schedule 3, but depending on how that comes, that verdict comes out, that could solve 280E tax code. That could solve uplisting to the NYSE and the NASDAQ. And oh boy, these stocks will fly. But it's looking like golden crosses across the sector, leading in. I think the bottom is very, very close to end in the MJ bear market. And over the next 3 to 6 months, in my opinion, we're going to see some massive fireworks leading into the end of the year. But going to end it there, it's Rod with Powell Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth. If you found this video helpful, let me know. Drop a comment below. Like it, share it, all that good stuff. And we shall see you in the next video. And let me know your thoughts and opinions on these earnings in the comments below. We'll continue the conversation there. All right, have a great night. And I love you, Graham.